Well, good afternoon, everyone. I'm Davide LoPresti, the coordinator of the PavementLCM project, which is project funded by the Conference of European Road Director within the New Material Call of 2017. And we are here originally because this was supposed to be the second advisory workshop for the project, but considering what we are developing and the synergies that we have created with EAPA, we thought about combining the effort and offering this webinar for both organizations, but also for everyone that is the chance to be connected. So together with me, there is the co-organizer, which is Breixo Gómez from EAPA.
Yes. Thank you, Davide. Thank you very much. And of course, I would like to thank all the participants that we have today. As Davide said, we started organizing this as a small event, but the moment we decided to do it online, of course, for obvious reasons, we went global. And at the moment, we have almost 300 participants joining this webinar. From the last time I checked, we had participants connecting from more than 50 different countries. That's something like 52 different countries, from New Zealand, Japan, Australia, to Canada, US, South America. We have Argentina, we have Colombia, we have Brazil. So this is completely global, and it's absolutely amazing to see all the impact and that we are doing with this global webinar now. So thank you very much, everybody, for joining.
Oh, the numbers. That's a great news. And Breixo, I think both of us, but all the people, the participants that are here involved, are going to be, ready for a treat, really, because we have 2 intense off days of talks. And without further ado, really, we are just trying to create this, but it's really the speakers that will provide you with all the content you are here for. So without further ado, I would like to give the word to Steve Phillips, Secretary General of CEDR, and I'm very, very pleased that Steve is here to open this workshop. So please, Steve, the floor is yours.
Thank you very much, David, and that was a great introduction, and thank you, Breixo, also for your introductions. So what can I say? Well, I was going to say good afternoon, but now I see that we've got people from all over the planet. So hello, wherever you are, and I'm really glad that you're joining us, even if physically we're in Europe, virtually we're covering the globe. As David has already said, CEDR is happy to support this PavementLCM project. It addresses some very, very core issues of CEDR. Many of you know that that as we are the Conference of European Directors of Roads, so representing the road administrations in Europe, we really much take it upon ourselves to take responsibility for many of the key challenges that we're facing. We're not waiting for handouts for others, and that's why we are launching these regular research programs which address our needs, and hopefully, or that's the intention, is to provide us with real solutions to the pressing needs. Now we have, again, we have a very long cooperation with EAPA. I mean, EAPA have been present at many of our meetings. We've cooperated for a long time, and I thank Carsten and all of his team, because we are addressing many common challenges, that the road authorities and the contractors, the asphalt producers, I mean, all of the common issues that you will be aware of, durability, safety. We've had programs on climate resilience, and now we're going maybe a bit more into climate friendly. So these are all key challenges that we need to face. Maybe there's new ones that will come up. Some of us are a bit worried about, for example, the European Commission's fixation on lane markings. They really believe that we need to improve our lane markings for autonomous vehicles. Well, there's evidence there that maybe with good asphalt pavements, or maybe not political, maybe good pavements, maybe we don't need that in the future. Anyway, we are taking this upon ourselves and trying to find these solutions. And I'm really looking forward. I think David and the team have put forward a great 2 days. I think there's some great content. I know you will hear from a number of my colleagues who will be speaking during the next 2 days about the specific challenges facing European road authorities, and indeed what the needs that they're looking for from this project, and maybe longer term from the cooperation that we have with EAPA and other organizations such as EAPA. What I can say, I mean, you know, there is this big focus on sustainability. We are all looking for solutions. We're all looking for standards and guidance on how to address these sustainability targets. How do we embed them in procurement processes? How do we improve our procurement processes in the future? And of course, the question of monitoring. So with that, I mean, I think I can say clearly, you know, CEDA is ready to publish and endorse, you know, the outputs that you are bringing from your project and maybe from these 2 days. You know, we want to promote them. We want to, where possible, to adopt them and hopefully, you know, roll them out across the whole of Europe. And who knows, maybe with some of the people listening, you know, further than Europe and you know, benefit a lot of road authorities around the world. So with that, David, and I hand back to you and have a great 2 days. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Steve, Mr. Phillips. Thank you for those words, and I absolutely agree with, also on behalf of EAPA, thank you for all this collaboration that we have been having over the last years, and which is more necessary than ever now, and we need to keep having in the future. So thank you very much for being here today, for those words. Thank you. We are also honored to have for this opening the president of the European Asphalt Pavement Association, the president of EAPA, due to some last-minute problems, technical problems. We have him on the phone, so we cannot see him, but hopefully we can hear him. Is François Chaignon? Mr. Chaignon, are you there? I think you're...
Yes, I'm here. Yeah.
Okay, very good. So the floor is yours. We hear you.
Okay. Thank you, Breixo. Thank you, David. Thank you, Steve Phillips, for your nice words. So I will say good morning for North America and South America. Good afternoon for the European, for the one who are going from Australia, New Zealand, Thailand, and Japan. Welcome to this joint webinar of EAPA, the European Asphalt Pavement Association, and the project PavementLCM. More than 90% of the paved Europe asphalt, material that stands out for its competitors for being flexible, easy to repair, and the latest figures from 2019 showed that in average terms for selected countries, the percentage of reclaim for the manufacture of new mixes was 72%. To this, we still must add an extra 22%, which was recycled into unbound road layers or other civil engineering like coal mix, for example. In other words, only 6% was used in other unknown applications or put to landfill. This consideration boosts our sector to the top levels of sustainability, to the point that nowadays, our sector is proud to state that recycling is not even good enough. In addition, this is completely aligned with the current priorities of the European Union, the European Green Deal, and the new Circular Economy Action Plan. Both were published 1 year ago and include measures to encourage businesses to offer and to allow customers to choose reusable, durable, and repairable products. As explained before, this is practically the definition of asphalt. In road pavement engineering, sustainability assessment and related tools such as the life cycle assessment, LCA, have been under development over the last years. Different European countries and road authorities have started to put in place systems. These systems allow the transparent, effective, and efficient communication of environmental information of products from stakeholder to stakeholder along the whole manufacturing chain. Environmental product declaration are nowadays started to be done. EPDs, the acronyms, must be elaborated by following a wide range of different product category rules, PCR, depending on the countries. At European level, in 2017, the European Asphalt Pavement Association published a guidance document for the specific PCR for the environmental product declaration of asphalt mixture. This guidance later was transformed into the draft standard PREN 17392-1, another number. This document, despite following the core rules for construction products established by the second amendment of the standard EN 15804, failed to be approved at Senate inquiry stage, and the solution remains unclear. In view of the great confusion that all these circumstances are caused among asphalt manufacturers and other stakeholders of road construction and maintenance, this webinar must become a must-do. I am extremely glad to see that this event brought together road authorities, industrial, researchers, and academics. And I am just referring to the exceptional panel of speakers that we have, but also the almost more than 250 participants from around 51 countries in the world. Before closing my welcome speech, I will not miss to thank the speakers for the valuable contribution to this webinar, all the participants for attending the webinar from everywhere on the 5 continents, the project PavementLCM for the valuable collaboration to make possible this webinar, Steve Phillips, the director of CEDA, who represents the European road authorities, to also participate in this webinar and just give a welcome speech. I would like to finish by inviting you to meet again and continue the necessary discussion during the ENE Congress, Eurobitume EAPA, which will be held in June 2021. Thank you and enjoy the webinar. Let's get started now, Breixo. Thank you.